Welcome to another episode of City of Rats. It's your boy Kunal, it's your boy Dennis, it's your boy Bruce.
Is Bruce in frame?
No, he's...
Otherwise, the people will ask.
He is.
He is?
Barely.
Just pick him up by his...
by
Get in frame, dog.
By the nape of his neck.
Yeah. The camera loves you. Ah, help me. We got Bruce doing Patreon, please.
He's reading a newspaper.
Yeah.
He's showing
the
dates.
Yeah. They're treating me pretty good. But...
Yeah, I think Daniel Pearl said the same thing.
Who's Daniel Pearl?
It's the guy whose head they cut off.
Jesus. I never watched any of those. I didn't go for them.
I watched one. And
you were good?
No, I was not good. I was not good for a while. I was very unsettled for a little bit. I was like, this is a horrible idea. I regret it.
I'm getting worried about myself. I think this podcast is making me racist.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'll have these bad joke take. I just had an awful joke take I almost said to you when you said I've only seen one. Yeah. I was going to say, what, did your uncle send it to you?
Oof.
Exactly.
Don't blame the podcast.
I'm blaming the pod.
Blame Long Island.
Blame Long Island. Why? Yeah. It's all these people I'm living around out there.
Dude, it's just, that's horrible. That's not even good.
I have a new policy.
Yeah, what's the policy?
You don't have to swing at every pitch, Dennis.
No, you don't. Let it be. You're like coming in here. You come in here swinging. Every shot you take is sometimes like, some of them are phenomenal, and I love it.
Well, that's the thing.
But then some of them are just like, good God.
I'm like Joaquin Phoenix in Signs.
Yeah?
Think I've used this metaphor before?
You used it last week. You used it last week, dude.
I'm just reusing the same shit over and over and over.
You wrote the same thing for last week on the board. It says Signs. Joaquin Phoenix.
Anyway, he always swung. I said, we know what he did, Dennis. We get it.
Yeah, not even a baseball reference.
Anyway, I'm happy I didn't say the joke out loud.
Yes,
otherwise, that would have been embarrassing.
Right.
But wait, did you seek out that video?
Yes.
All right, so you were at an age where you were like,
I'm like,
I could take this. I'm an edgelord.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh God, the world is scary.
Yeah. You start crying in the family computer room. Your mom's got to run in.
No. Thank God we had our own separate computers at this point.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is later in life.
Yeah, later in life. Yeah, this is like late teenage years. But like, it was the family computer was now my computer.
Right.
But I was just using this to watch that. I was like.
Yeah.
Like I went out of my bedroom and
Right.
hugged my mom.
Did you?
Yeah, dude, I felt so uneasy.
She's like, what's wrong?
And I go, your uncle's a monster.
You're like, international politics. Yeah. I don't like that joke you made. That's not funny.
Right,
Come on.
Yeah,
don't put that on my friend, all right? Don't put that on my friend's family, all right?
My landlord.
They ain't about that, dude.
Don't put that on any of us.
All right?
Yeah.
India's not even in the Middle East. I don't know if that's true. Geography is not my strong suit.
It's funny because like you used to think India was all sand.
And when you say used to, you mean like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
You're like, no, we got trees, bro.
Yeah,
what?
There's mountains, snow-capped mountains.
In my head, the entire world is like a Zelda video game where it's
Yes.
like that's the snowy part, that's the sandy part.
Yeah.
I live in the green part, luckily.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. You don't want to go and trade with the people in the sandy part. They're weird out there. You know what I mean?
they got opinions you wouldn't
The
like.
NPC character quests get real weird.
Out there, yeah. The Gerudos? Ugh.
Yeah. Bring me a block of ice. What?
Yeah.
In the desert?
Right. Well, why don't you deal with other nations a little bit better?
Right, yeah. Why don't you go apologize to the guy you insulted?
Yeah. Why don't you talk to the Rito a little less poorly?
Now at the start of every commerce season, I have to convince a stray traveler to go and fetch my ice for me. Would it be you?
You were bitching about this before the podcast.
I was bitching about the Zelda characters.
Yeah. The side quest, they fill out the game.
I'm a side quest guy. I
Yeah.
don't even want to play the main shit. I just want to help people build their houses and find their kids and shit. Real problems.
There was an update you have to install.
Yeah.
And it fixes a glitch. And the glitch is you can duplicate materials.
I heard about that, yeah. Which kind of, you want to be able to make a material quickly in mass, but you don't want to be able to just do it like that. You know?
I said screw that.
Oh, you did it?
I duplicated diamonds.
Uh-huh.
I duplicated like 50 diamonds.
Yeah.
And I said because this is what I realized, man. I'm broke in real life. I don't need to be broke in Zelda.
Yo, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to
I have trouble affording Greenpoint.
Right.
I'm not going to have trouble affording Hyrule.
Yeah.
Like, enough is enough.
Also, like a dystopian Hyrule, right?
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
broken town.
Yeah, it's a Hyrule that's going through shit. I can't afford to live there.
Yo, imagine when New York gets like nuked out and it's like 200 years later and they're just barely pulling the pieces together.
Right.
Still won't be able to afford that shit.
No, of course not.
It'll still be like Manhattan. We're going to need to see 6 months pay stubs.
I don't even know when the nukes are coming.
Any day, I hope.
But this is the thing. I think I figured it out.
You figured out how to avoid nuclear holocaust.
No, how to, I think, signs. Like
with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
I love that you're getting on board.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Swing away, Jack.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So the rich are going to be notified.
Yeah, I don't think, like the ultra rich.
Ultra rich.
I'm not talking about like,
Yeah, and when they get on planes, you won't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep track of them.
I mean, I live close to JFK.
But they don't fly out of JFK.
They fly out of anywhere.
No, they fly out of private airlines.
Private airlines?
Yeah, dude.
Where's there private airlines around the 5 boroughs?
Well, Teterboro in Jersey.
You're making shit, Teterboro.
I just flew out of there.
Why'd you look away when you say that?
Because it felt awful to say, but yeah.
Oh, okay. It's all right to say it, buddy.
Right,
Come on,
okay.
hey.
So, yeah.
Teterboro Airport.
Yeah, so they'll fly out of there. You won't even know it, okay?
Yeah.
Right? So there's...
How small is it? Is it just,
it's small.
It's just a tiny road with gates around it, basically?
It's essentially like one terminal in JFK.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we really... Yeah, but you can't... A private airstrip is small.
It is.
No, they'll be flying out of major airports.
Sure, I'm sure they will too.
Yeah.
But you can't. Their actions are not going to be. You know what I mean? Like it's not like.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
How many planes do you have to see in the sky before you're like, seems like a busy air day today? And we live between LaGuardia and JFK.
We live between 3 airports.
What?
Newark is right there.
We're not in that triangulation.
What do you mean? When people fly to Europe and they take Newark Airport?
You're in the triangulation just barely, but I'm right outside of the...
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the triangle of Newark to LaGuardia to JFK.
Buddy, this conversation's a Bermuda Triangle because I am lost.
Listen, it's very simple.
Okay.
You got Queens, right? North Shore, Queens, LaGuardia.
You
South
sound
Shore.
like when Gotti was talking about the 5 boroughs. You gotta take over Brooklyn.
It's simple.
Queens,
we combine the
Staten
families.
Yeah. So,
a lot of people can get hurt, Joe. No, you got, all right, so you got north side of Long Island, Queens, you have LaGuardia. South side, you have JFK. Yeah. And then east, you have Newark, which makes a triangle. Yeah, west, you got Newark, which makes a triangle. You lie inside of that Bermuda Triangle of airports. Yes. I'm just on the other side of LaGuardia and JFK.
Okay.
My point is this, though.
Yeah.
At what point, how many planes do you have to see in the sky before you're like, I think the rich people know something we don't?
I wouldn't be able to tell. You see what I'm saying?
6 flying right now outside the window out there.
Because
I'm getting worried over here,
that's
dude.
what I'm saying. Helicopters land and take off all the time.
How much heads up do you think they get before we find out?
They're getting at least a week.
What are you talking about? That's not how nuclear weapons work. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you think? Fucking Russia's going to drop pamphlets on New York City like 1 week, motherfuckers?
No.
It's coming like we did in World War II.
The rich are all in the same category, and then there's the rest of us.
Yeah.
Okay? See what I'm saying? So the super elite will be notified. They will be like, listen, I got a source inside the government who says Russia or China, probably China, is looking to attack. This is what's going to happen. You need to bounce. Okay? So you're going to get maybe a week to get your shit together. You're going to have to let go of the apartment.
I don't think the rich get a warning like that.
You don't think they get a warning like that?
Nah, I think because we find out a nuke is on the way, I think it's like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I mean, what was the warning that they gave in Hawaii? It was 38 minutes. I have a bet about it.
For the people.
Right. But that's like the moment the government finds out, that goes out.
Yeah.
So what are they getting on us? 20 minutes?
No, they're getting probably, dude, I'm going to say days. Easily days. They're going to know.
Did Tim tell you this?
No, he didn't. He's
like, I'll put you on the text chain.
He didn't tell me, and that's why I know he knows.
And that's how we know.
That's how we know he knows. Yeah. So I've got a way to check in case.
Damn, dude.
I've already thought about this.
I don't want to get...
I know.
I've thought a lot about living outside of, the hub of the world, you could argue. You know what I mean? New York City.
Yeah. Where
it's like, someone's going to... I mean, 9/11 already happened.
Right.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We're due for one. They start calling me Dennis Stradamus because something happens tomorrow.
Lordy. Good.
Finally, the Patreon takes off. I'm making all kinds of wild predictions.
Yeah, we're just. This is what this becomes.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of 8 balls underneath us.
Sock'em Bop'em robots will be added to the 2036 Winter Olympics. I have spoken. Dennis Stradamus.
Dog sleds with mutts.
Yeah. You catch me lobbying the Olympics. Like, please, I'm in over my head. You got to help me out.
You're holding boxes of the Sock'em Bop'em. Come on, I'll sell you these at half price. For fuck's sake, please.
I own 51% of Rock'em Sock'em robots. I never played those.
I played it once. It's fun.
Yeah, once was enough.
Once is enough.
Like a beheading video.
Yeah.
You like you go out and hug your mom.
Yeah, I hug my mom.
I've hurt some people.
I don't care if you are blue and I am red. We can make this work.
Together we can be a mighty purple.
Yeah. So, ironically, the color of when you get hit.
Yeah.
So, this is my theory.
Okay, hit me with it.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
When I see that when there's more rentals available.
I thought you were going to say something about the musical.
No. When there's more rentals available. Yes.
When people stop going to Broadway.
Yeah, then I'll know.
That's when you know the nukes are on their way.
When there are more rentals available in Chinatown.
You think they'll? You think? Oh, because you were saying more likely the Chinese.
Yeah.
Because top 3 right now for us to get nuked. Probably China.
Yeah.
They really got their shit together.
Yes.
They're always on that low key, head down, keep working.
We'll nuke you.
We'll strike when we're ready.
Yeah.
That's how it feels a little bit.
Yes.
Also, I go off of the movie The Departed.
100%.
Jack Nicholson's character is like, we're going to be at war with China in 20 years.
Yeah.
That was like 20 years ago, Kunal.
He's right.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Any day now.
Jack Stradamus.
Scorsese called it.
Scorsese Adamus.
Scorsese Adamus. So you got the Chinese most likely,
Yes.
then Russia, but
Then
Russia's
Russia.
kind of, they got their hands full with the Ukraine.
They do.
They're also kind of showing their ass. Maybe they're not as strong
And
as
they're
we
also
thought they were.
they're not as they're running out of people.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
And it gets cold there.
Well, that works in their favor.
At this point, yeah, they're used to
that
it.
always
Right.
works in their favor.
Right.
That's worked in their favor historically.
And then right underneath that, it's like North Korea. But North Korea is, they're
I
like...
would probably say China way up top.
Yeah.
And then
China's way out in front for sure.
And then Russia and North Korea are like second and third. But
Yeah.
You know, in like Mario Kart, when first has gone way ahead,
Right.
and second and third are just battling
Duking
it out
for that second spot.
That's what it feels
yeah.
like. But I'm telling you right now, when there's a lot of rentals opening up in Chinatown,
Right.
that's when I know.
Did we ever get a contact with the Chinese secret police? Check out
You were
that
supposed-
episode.
You were supposed to.
I was supposed to reach out to the Chinese secret police.
Yeah, you were supposed to get in there.
I called with a bad accent. I don't think they appreciate it. Hello! I am reporter from mainland.
You sound like Balky from Perfect Strangers.
I don't know.
I'm so
that
old,
reference.
I guess. Yeah.
Perfect Strangers?
Yeah, it was a spin-off of Family Matters, I think, right?
That sounds good.
No. Family Matters was a spin-off of Perfect Strangers.
Family Matters was a
Yeah.
spin-off?
Yeah.
Of Perfect Strangers?
Yes.
Who was the spin-off character?
Mr.
Winslow?
No, Harriet, the elevator operator.
Wait a minute. Family Matters was the black cop.
Yeah, Carl
Urkel.
Winslow.
Yeah.
And his wife, Harriet.
She was an elevator operator?
Yes.
In the 90s? Damn, Chicago's really hurting, huh?
Yeah, bro. Chicago, a couple steps back.
Damn, Chi-Town, you gotta fucking figure your shit out.
Yeah. They don't call it Chirac for nothing.
They just kept her around for ambiance. Just like, it's just nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to have someone to say good morning to.
She hasn't worked there in weeks. She's just kind of hanging around.
No, they keep her with a light paycheck, but all she does, she just sits on a stool. And, what floor? 5. Boom.
Ever seen a modern day elevator operator?
No, they'd be like the equivalent to the toilet attendant, where it's just like,
Yeah.
whoa, what are you
But
doing
I have
here?
seen those, though.
I have too at weddings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen an elevator operator?
No, I'm trying to think if I have. No, I don't think I have.
I don't think I'd want to get on that elevator.
Why?
If it needs an operator
Yeah.
and then a big man like me gets on,
Yeah. You know they ain't going to be
if this thing's ancient, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't
Absolutely.
want like my family going like over my corpse, my casket. Like, why would he get on that old ass elevator?
That's what you're worried about? Them judging your death?
Always
Really?
people judging me, even in the afterlife.
Good God, that sounds pathetic.
Thanks, Kunal. Appreciate you. Try to open up my heart to you
That's
a little
what
bit
I'm
on
gonna
this
be saying
podcast.
over this casket.
No, it's that constant.
There's
you
two
know,
caskets because you've been cut in half.
There's two voices in my head at all times.
Yeah.
You're amazing. You're the shit.
Sure.
You could do anything you
Yeah.
want if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And then the other was like, Look at you, fatty. Look at you, fatty.
You get chopped in half. They buy 2 children's caskets and separate it.
And we're on sale at Costco.
I
wouldn't blame them.
They hire a magician. He does the trick.
It's a race car casket.
Oh.
2 children's race car caskets.
Yeah, it's the Dale Earnhardt race car casket.
It's an 18-wheeler casket in my case.
Yeah.
Damn. This got depressing real quick.
Yeah,
You
it did.
called me pathetic, bro.
I mean, it's crazy.
No.
well,
Fuck you. Fuck you and happy birthday.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
How was your birthday last week?
It was great.
I made it.
You did.
I made
it. You brought. It was good to see Brian and Roxanne.
Captain Bropez.
Yeah,
They said they want to, when they get their Patreon shout out.
Yes.
They said, Roxanne said, she's like, I'm part of this.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you need to do a separate subscription. But we'll let it slide. We'll call him Captain
both
Bropez.
Get the shout out.
No,
Shout outs to them.
It's nice having civilians around comedians.
Yes. Dude, they're
said the asshole.
I was talking to her, and she's such a sweetheart.
Oh, they're both great
They're both
people.
great people.
They're both
but it was
great
just
people.
like I was catching up with her. I haven't spoken to her in a while.
It's nice to have good people in your life.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
normal human beings.
Just normal ass people.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So it was. And
Plenty of comics showed up too.
Yes, it was at Barcade, and it was just a lot of. You know what I liked? I was giving out tokens to everybody.
Yeah, you were like the candy man. You're
Yeah.
like Willy Wonka in this bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And what I liked
At one
is-
point, I saw you overhand throw a fistful of tokens. I was like, "Yeah, calm down.
Yeah.
You gotta settle down. You're gonna get us thrown out of here, dude."
I was balling at that point. I was getting reckless at that point. So the thing is, every time I gave people tokens, they would open up about a story about when they went to an arcade as a kid.
Everybody?
Not everybody.
Does that feel like a planned bit?
Yeah, no.
You give somebody something like, "When I was a boy,
when I was just a wee lad,
yeah,
there was an arcade place.
a magical place called Chuck E. Cheese."
Dave and Boosters. Boosters.
We had a Fun Station USA out in Long Island.
Yes.
You ever been there?
No, I
Heard
haven't.
of it though?
But I've heard of. That's what I'm saying. There's always these. If comedy club names are terrible,
Yeah.
arcade names are way worse.
Yeah, and I'm including just children's like play centers and these things.
Yeah. Like there was Smile Arcade.
Ooh, never heard of it.
Yeah, that was in. I think that was in Whitestone.
Did you ever go to? I don't know where in Queens it was. DK Fun Zone, Discovery Kids Fun Zone.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I spent many a delighted
Yes.
childhood birthday kicking it at DK Fun Zone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dog.
Dude, that sounds great.
Better times. That's what I feel like you're about to say. That's what I'm saying, man. We got to get back to that feeling.
That's what we need. And then the new kids.
It was just so easy. You go to this building, you
Right.
give like all these kids $10 worth of tokens.
You let this guy watch you change.
Yeah. What? Did you have to
Wait,
get changed? You give a giant mouse $10 and he watches you change.
The DK is. Yeah.
What does the DK stand
I don't
for?
know. I had nothing. Yeah.
I don't know. K is hard. K is a
the
tough
K is
one. D's
K.
easy.
Yeah.
Deeply
Yeah.
kind-hearted?
I don't know.
But yeah, and even when you ran out of tokens for the video games, you go hit the ball pit, you go climb
Yeah.
around that thing.
Right.
They had the
dude.
zip line shit, man.
in the place.
In the place. Zip line into a ball pit.
That sounds bonkers.
Dude, it was so great. And then eventually, you do that for an hour, and then it's like, all right, guys, pizza and cake. Pizza and cake?
Man.
You know how easy it is to
I
make a
never
kid happy?
Went to those parties.
Never
I never
went
got
home.
invited to those parties.
No?
No.
Wait, so you never went to DK Fun Zone?
No. I remember it though.
You got to start lying on this podcast. You bumming everybody out.
What do you want?
Me and my pathetic co-host. I was never invited to childhood birthday parties.
I try to go now. They won't.
You're
let me.
pathetic.
I'm projecting
Yeah,
so badly.
dude. Come on, man.
Yeah, I just remember the ads. I never went to these things.
We got to add this to the list now. This podcast goal is becoming like on-site content for things you didn't get to do as a kid.
Yeah, I know.
We're going trick-or-treating. We're going to some fucking children's play center.
Yeah,
you gotta
dude.
Change the name of this.
Yo,
Kunal's Broken Childhood.
Help Kunal out.
Help Kunal out.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What else were you neglected of as a
I
child?
just didn't think it was like a neglected thing.
Maybe you have a revisionist history in your head.
And I went and I just pretended I didn't.
Not that you went and you pretend. Don't get upset, buddy.
Okay. I'm not about to give my parents a pass.
No, but your mom was like, Kunal, your friend's birthday's today. Do you want to go? And you're like in a chat room just shitting on English people for their dead queen.
Yeah.
I'm busy, Mom. I said no. I'm doing important things.
I'm jerking off at this end. I'm getting my shits and giggles off this thing. Yeah, no, dude, it's the only arcade thing that we once did.
Yeah.
Was there was a guy it was his birthday. His parents gave him like $100.
Yeah.
And he got $100 in quarters, and he gave us all like $10 in quarters each.
That's balling out right there.
Yeah. So he gave us like.
Did he have like a pillow sack that you just reach into, like, take that, bro?
He had cargo pants, which is pretty ridiculous.
I mean, I'm wearing cargo shorts right now.
Oh yeah, these would work.
They would work.
Yeah.
So
When
he
he
got to
just-
hold a lot of shit.
Yeah, he gave us a fistful of quarters, and we were just playing, and it was
He's calling girls over. He's like throwing quarters down their shirts.
But
this kid's disgusting.
But they don't have titties yet,
they
so
don't
they
even have
fall
titties.
down.
They just buy yourself a pair of tits, sweetheart.
Yeah, but they're Asian, so they're already. They're not really rocking big chests anyway.
Yeah, but like you said, they're Asian, so they're hyped on the quarters. So they're like, okay, all right, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm trying to put my fat tits together because I was like a chubby kid.
Were you a chubby kid?
Yeah, I was a chubby kid.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a good time. I was happy that you guys all came. It was such a sweet time.
Good. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm happy it was better than I'm happy we didn't have to do a redo this year.
We did.
Oh yeah, we did do a redo, but not because nobody showed up, because nobody would have shown up.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You were supposed to have it on the day of the smoke, and all right.
Right. We did a redo.
Well, we did it. We did it good.
We did. You make it seem like you had something to do with this.
I brought 2 people.
You brought up
and myself.
Yeah, that's true.
And I caught a 10:30 train home.
I'm surprised you made that train, dude. You were leaving there at like 10:15.
No, I made the train, no problem. It was like a 12-minute walk, but I was just happy I had the self-discipline to pull myself away from a good time and be like, I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Right? Wasn't it like a fun?
It was a fun. I didn't want to leave. It was a fun
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm saying, dude. It was
Yeah,
a good,
we were all texting each other the next day that it stunk, but to your face, we told you. I only said it because your eyes lit up just now when I said it was a great time. You're like, it was, all right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, buddy, of course it was.
I sounded like what's the thing called? Like the guy from Death of a Salesman.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good this time.
Right.
I promise.
I'll say this: I was a little let down by Barcade.
Yes.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of. I don't know.
It's some of the games weren't like well run.
Yeah, you want some retro games.
Yes.
You want the weird retro
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
But you gotta have some favorites.
You gotta have some newer shit too.
Yeah, you gotta have
like
a Time
Street
Crisis.
Fighter versus Time Crisis.
Time
Yes.
Crisis.
Street Fighter versus X-Men should have been there.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should.
yeah.
I think it might have been there.
No.
Or there was one fighting game with
There
the
was
X-Men,
just
right?
There was X-Men, the old
The side
school.
scroller.
Yeah, the
I
side
got you. I
scroller.
got
Yeah,
you.
so it was just like,
And you know what bothered me a little bit too?
what's up?
So they got their own tokens, which
Yeah.
is fine.
Don't mind
That's
it.
fine. But
25 cents a play, not bad.
here's the thing: a bunch of them weren't. A bunch of them were 50 cents a play.
I get it, but even 50 cents is pretty solid.
Yeah, but to play a game from 40 years ago, you know what I mean? It was cool. It was a good time.
Right.
But I have to complain. But I have to complain about
I get
something.
it, dude. They didn't have. I was annoyed about the lack of non-alcoholic beer.
I saw that. They were like, they were like proud of it.
Yes, that's the part that irritated.
Like,
the
don't even ask us about
Yeah,
non-alcoholic
dude, that's
beer.
what really upset me. Is
Yeah.
like it said up top. It said we don't have NA beer. We don't have White Claw. We don't take virtual pay. And
Yeah.
the point of pride is what irritated me.
I kind of get the point of pride with the White Claw and the virtual pay.
Yeah.
But the non-alcoholic beer is that's exclusionary now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's like you're saying you don't want money, and I wanted to leave a review, but I don't want to have to rate the place to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I think that's called writing a letter.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do all that.
I love when your brain jams up.
Yeah.
When you're like, fuck, he's right.
Yeah.
That's a letter. You should, or you could just make a phone call.
Yeah, I guess I could write
I'd like to speak to Mr. Barcade.
Mr. Cade.
Mr. Cade.
B. Cade.
Please call me Bar. My dad's Mr.
My
Cade.
dad's Mr. Cade. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's just it was a weird point of pride.
Right.
I suppose, especially like, I don't know. There's older people in there. There's
People just want, like, there's nothing wrong with an NA beer.
Yeah, just have one or two. You don't have to have
dude,
a whole selection.
Even O'Doul's, and that shit's trash. But yeah.
That's like the standard. That's like the Budweiser of,
These days, I'm going to tell you right now, Heineken 00, killing it.
A lot of people are liking the Heineken 00.
Yeah.
I don't think they need that second zero. I think they just call it Heineken 0.
Heineken O?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess Heineken O sounds like a diet beer.
It
then.
does sound like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Well put together.
Yeah. Happy Juneteenth is what I'm trying to say.
Thank you. That's.
Do you remember talking about Juneteenth last year on this podcast?
Yes.
We're doing this a while now.
I know.
When do we get to stop? buddy.
It really depends on how these people are piling in. If we don't see some serious numbers in the next couple weeks, we're back out. That's what it comes down to.
Hey.
Yeah, this is
You
on
heard it here. It's on, yeah,
This
right?
is on you. I can't do anything more about
The man's
this.
tired. Look at
Yeah,
him.
I'm beat.
He's beat.
I'm 39.
Are you 39? You told me you were 27.
Yeah.
I would have never thrown my hat in the ring on this bullshit podcast.
Well,
You're 39?
listen, it's my last go.
Yes.
I need,
Your last go around the sun?
Yeah, I need this.
You have a suicide pact with someone for 40?
Yeah.
And when we're 40, we promised we'd never grow old.
A bunch of people. But yeah, that's the thing. So they gotta get in on this. But Juneteenth, yes, a year, absolutely. You know what kind of annoyed me? Juneteenth got in there before Diwali.
Before what?
Diwali?
The
Indian holiday.
right, Indian holiday.
Yeah.
How come you guys don't have any official bank holidays?
We're getting one.
What are you getting, Diwali?
Yeah.
When?
I don't. What's?
I think the government's I think they're sunning you guys a little bit.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. I didn't even know Juneteenth was a thing until it became a thing.
I had heard of it.
From when? When did you hear of it?
You really gonna put me on blast like this?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you.
When?
It's not like I learned of it as a child.
Sure.
But I did learn of it before it became a national enforced holiday. Before it became mandatory for these.
Before they started telling me I couldn't go to the bank.
Yeah. Now on June 19th, I have to go out in the streets and get beat up by black people.
As part of what they recommended.
They're calling it my comeuppance.
Yeah. But really, my parents are immigrants
I'm
too.
a first-and-a-half generation immigrant. goddammit.
Yeah. I didn't benefit from any of this.
No, I mean I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
I think
didn't have slaves.
I think there's some white people that think it's something like that.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it so that they get to hurt us
I'll-
one day a year.
I'll never drive into New York on Juneteenth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I hear they're beating up the whites.
That's
So, but yeah, that's when did you hear about it before?
that's like the companion, that old racist street joke.
Yes.
Not condoning this, but that old racist street joke.
Oh,
What's the most
Jesus.
confusing day in Brooklyn?
Oh, Father's
Day.
Yes.
And now it's what's the scariest day for white people in Brooklyn? Juneteenth.
Yes.
They're gonna get me.
Yeah.
It's like what's the fucking movie where you can do anything?
Purge.
Yeah, it's like Black People's Purge.
Yeah, it's Black
That's
People's-
what some white people think it
They're
is.
definitely. I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
they think it's Black People's Purge.
It's Black Purge.
It's yeah.
Lock your house up.
Yeah. You know you're not used to closing that front door. You better get used to it.
No, Claudia, she's my friend. Not today, she's not. Don't let it get you.
Today it's us versus them.
Yeah. What were we saying before?
Paranoid white guy on Juneteenth is such a hilarious.
Paranoid white guy on Juneteenth.
You know?
It's me.
Yeah.
That's why I came in here. I was like, we gotta hurry up.
Yeah. I opened. Somebody opened.
Get in here quick. You're like, I don't know how they'll deal with me.
You're in the elevator. You're pushing the close button.
Dude, the Juneteenth horror movie?
Yeah. You know what? I feel bad because there was a woman who was sitting in her car, and I told her that parking is suspended and she doesn't have to sit in her car, and I shouldn't have done that because she's white.
Yeah, she didn't deserve it.
Yeah,
she didn't earn it.
I should have let her sit in that car.
Should have spat on her car.
You know what? Well, you know what I didn't like though.
What didn't you like?
When I went up to her car,
She went, I don't have any money.
She was waving me off like this already.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How are you dressed? You don't look homeless.
I'm walking my dog.
She thinks you're coming to like, hey lady, you want a dog?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want your dog, please.
What did you think I was gonna?
If one more guy offers me a dog while I'm waiting for alternate side parking to finish.
One Sarah McLachlan commercial comes out and they think that's all we want. But like, this is what I'm saying. Like, she's waving me off like I'm
hate a
trying
wave.
to take her parking spot.
Yeah.
I'm on foot.
Right.
It's like, what are you talking about here? And
No,
then
wait, is she double parked or is she?
She's parked.
But she on
a
the
Monday,
wrong
Thursday.
side, right?
On a Monday, Thursday.
Yeah.
So she can leave her car.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
So
But sometimes they wait on the right side, on the wrong side, and sometimes they double park
Yes,
away.
yeah.
All right, so she's waiting on. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
on
she
the-
could just leave it.
She could just leave. And
She's
this
waving.
is the thing.
How deep into the 90-minute alternate side parking is it?
8 minutes.
Oh, you saved this lady's whole morning.
That's what
Did she give you a kiss on the mouth?
Buddy, I should have been walking there pajamas around the ankles.
Right.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like, she sits there, she just goes, first waves me off, And at that point, I should have been like, I don't know. I'm not going to give you a morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when
That's so valuable, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
A morning.
Right. One time.
Go back to bed, lady.
Yeah.
Go take a nap.
I've gifted you 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
82 minutes.
How? Fair.
Pretty great, though.
How often does that happen in one person's life where somebody goes, that'd be like when you're at work and somebody goes, let's say when you get off at like 4 and your boss comes at you at 2:30 and goes, hey.
My grandma just died. Everyone get out of here. And you're like, yes.
Yeah. And she's dragging the body into the freezer. So you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, dude.
One time I told a guy.
That's like on a Friday at school after lunch. You get back from lunch. You're like, how are we going to close out this Friday? And the teacher's like, guess what?
Yeah.
We're watching The Never-Ending Story.
Right.
And you're like, sure, that's a gay movie, but hey.
Yeah, The Never-Ending Story.
I love that movie.
Yeah. But
it's not gay. It's a little gay.
It's a little, yeah.
Yeah.
So
all kids' movies are a little gay.
The dragon with the horn flies into a guy's ass. So I don't know why I thought that.
That long dog dragon? Did he have a horn?
I don't know, but it seems like
I'm imagining him flying out of a giant's ass.
Yeah,
like a tapeworm?
Oh, like a giant turd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so so I once
fucking
told this
dog
dude,
dragon.
I told this guy the same thing. I was like, dude, you don't have to stay in your car. It's suspended.
Yeah.
He was so thankful.
As he should be.
Right? He said to me, dude, you just gave me my whole morning.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this woman, I'm parked on the same lot, same side.
Right.
She's behind. She gets out of her car now, behind me, right? And then that's it. That's all you get for this week. If you want the rest, please sign up for the Patreon. It's $5 a month. You're listening. We know you're listening. Check it out. All right? You get the rest of this episode. No interruptions. Straight through.
Yeah. You want to hear the rest of it. Also, apparently, it's been brought to my attention, there's still some young people who don't know how technology works, and they're asking me how the Patreon works.
Yeah.
Just download the Patreon app.
Yes.
Look for us on there. Sign up. It's that simple.
Easy peasy.
Don't ask me how to do this shit. It's so simple.
Easy peasy.
Find me on Instagram at dennisrooney7. That's my only social media. I got dates coming up. You can see them on there.
We got alldayKCA.com, July 28th, 29th. I'll be at Wisecrackers. Dennis will be with me. We'll be having a grand old time.
Oh, it's going to be a hootenanny.
A hootenanny. Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania. I'll be in Brantford, Connecticut this weekend, June 24th. If you want tickets to the shows I'll be at, please go to alldayKCA.com. Thank you for everybody that showed up at Soul Joel's this past weekend. Really fun time. The show was fantastic. What else? We got anything else? No, I think that's pretty much covers it.
That's it.
Sing us out.
Where have all the rats gone?
See you guys next week.